called me into his office. His smile was a little too friendly. He started by saying, "Alex, we're a family here." And that's when I knew it was a loyalty test. The final move in a game I didn't even know I was playing. To understand how I got here, you need to understand the mind of the incompetent boss. They don't run on logic. They run on survival. Their biggest fear isn't a missed deadline. It's you. Bad bosses hate competent employees. It's that simple. Because competent people are harder to control. They ask questions. They expect things to make sense. And that makes an insecure leader feel exposed. But it's more than that. It's not about being confident. It's about being competent. Because good people expect good management. Not nice management. Not friendly management. Quality management. They expect the person in charge to actually know what they're doing. My boss was a master of speaking without saying anything. His first team meeting was a masterclass in corporate nonsense. He talked about synergy, leveraging paradigms, and all the other buzzwords designed to hide the fact that he had no actual plan. When he finished, I asked a simple question. Not a challenge, just a clarification. That sounds interesting. To make sure I'm on the right track, what's the main goal we're trying to achieve with this? The air in the room changed. His corporate smile glitched for a half second. It was a tiny crack in the mask, but I saw it. Panic. He recovered instantly, of course. Great question, Alex. Let's circle back on the granular details offline. It was a perfect deflection, but the message was sent. I had shown I was paying attention, and the quiet war had begun. After that, the attacks weren't direct, they were subtle. A campaign of quiet sabotage. He started micromanaging my work, asking for pointless daily reports that he never read. The goal wasn't oversight, it was to drown me in busy work. Then, invitations to key meetings would mysteriously get lost. I'd hear about decisions after they were already made. I was being isolated, cut out of the loop. It's a classic move. If you can't control them, sideline them. The worst part was the public praise for compliance. He would spend 5 minutes in the team meeting thanking Sarah for her amazing attitude, even when her work was just okay. He wasn't praising her work. He was praising her obedience, and he was making sure I knew it. Then came the meeting I showed you, the loyalty test. He'd say things like, "Alex, I'm a little worried. You seem to get bogged down in the details." It wasn't feedback. It was an accusation. And then he'd drop the big one. "We need people who see the forest, not just the trees. Are you a team player?" That's the final move. When they can't attack your work, they attack your character. His last move is a masterpiece of corporate warfare. A new initiative he called Project Blue Sky. It was his big, important pet project. It had a vague objective, an impossible deadline, and no clear path to success. He assigned it directly to me. He called it a stretch opportunity, but I knew what it really was. It was a trap. A beautifully documented, HR-approved trap designed for me to fail. They weren't just managing me anymore. They were managing me out. And that's when something inside me broke. Or maybe it fixed itself. The old me would have worked all weekend, burned myself out trying to solve an unsolvable problem just to prove him wrong. But the new me understood. He wasn't testing my skills. He was testing my breaking point. So I stopped trying to win the game, and I started building a shield. I documented everything. Every vague instruction, every shifting goalpost, every passive-aggressive comment, it all went into my file. After every verbal conversation, I'd send a polite follow-up email. "Hi, boss. Just to confirm our discussion, the new priority is X, and the deadline for Y has been moved. Please let me know if I've misunderstood anything." I was turning his vague nonsense into a paper trail of his incompetence. I did my actual, assigned work perfectly, and I became professionally boring. I gave him no drama, no arguments, no emotional reactions. I gave him absolutely no ammunition to use against me. A system that fears competence is a system that is broken. Bad leaders will always drive out good people, not because of a personality clash, but because a good person's presence is a constant, silent reminder of the leader's own failures. It slowly poisons a company, draining it of its best people, until all that's left are the ones who are too scared to leave, or too compliant to notice things are wrong. And that's when I realized the most powerful thing my competence gave me. It wasn't the ability to do my job well. It was the ability to see that I was in the wrong job entirely. The ultimate act of confidence isn't outworking a toxic boss. It's recognizing the game is rigged and having the courage to stop playing. Don't let them punish you for your talent. Use it to build your own way off the default path.